Now to a WPBF 25 News investigation. The booming business of building AI data centers to power artificial intelligence is exploding all over the country. We've seen proposals for at least 4 of the data centers in our area over the last year, some of which have already been called off because of public pushback. And tonight, from higher electric bills to massive water usage, our investigation into the data centers reveals the hidden costs that could hit you in the wallet and hit your community.
Investigative reporter Terry Parker has been covering these data center proposals, and tonight she is digging into how this boom could impact you.
Terry, you looked at another state where these data centers are already in place and doing their thing.
Right, and it's really eye-opening to see how loud, how massive these centers are, and how much these data centers can really impact the landscape and lifestyle. And here at home, you know that residents are now pushing back as the impact of these centers is coming more in focus.
It's our home, and once we give that up, we won't get it back.
From rural communities to suburban neighborhoods.
We don't want you in Palm Beach County.
People are increasingly concerned about what having a data center in their community really means and at what cost.
What's in it for us?
It's a data center boom, the massive facilities providing AI cloud storage as demand for the technology explodes. And almost every major tech company now in the mix to get a massive center up and running all across the country. But this boom is threatening people's quality of life.
We wanted to live in a tiny little town where we could feel like we're out in, I call it God's country. I know it's corny. I'm gonna cry.
We look to Wisconsin, where nearly 50 data centers are already operating. This is what residents describe: constant construction day and night. Heavy truck traffic, dust in the air, and a low hum that never stops. Listen.
I can hear it inside my house.
But the biggest impacts may be the ones you don't see. According to a Consumer Reports investigation, data centers can use as much electricity as entire cities. That surge in demand, plus the need to build new infrastructure, can push power costs higher.
If you drastically increase the demand for electricity, all the prices go up for the rest of us.
It's already happening. A Bloomberg analysis found that areas with high concentrations of data centers saw electricity prices jump 267% over the past 5 years. And even small increases can hit hard.
Maybe to you and me, $30 or $40 extra a month isn't that big of a deal. But to somebody on a fixed income or just trying to get started in life, it is a big deal.
And it's not just electricity. Some data centers use millions of gallons of water every day to keep servers cool. In Florida, where water resources are already under pressure, that raises serious concerns.
I can't even imagine what that would do to our water.
So how did so many of these projects move forward before communities fully understood the impact? Dr. Mark McNeese of Florida State University started studying data centers after a major company approached him 2 years ago.
And they said, hey, Mark, you've done a lot of work in this. We'll pay you really well to go to these communities and convince them that having a data center is a really good idea. And I said, but it's not a really good idea.
He says some companies pitch false promises of jobs and economic growth to get approval.
They sent in the troops, salespeople, and sold the idea to these communities, especially in Virginia, before there was any real data, and their citizens are stuck with the bill.
Only a few residents were in the audience when Indian River State College first proposed data center Okie 1 in Okeechobee.
What you see in the news, and there's a lot of pushback. I know the governor has been speaking against hyperscaler data centers, these 200 megawatt enormous projects. This is not that, at least at the beginning.
But residents pushed back once they realized a data center would be in their backyard.
When I heard about the data center, I got extremely upset. I'm still extremely upset.
And in this case, the protest worked. The Okie 1 project now off the table.
The data center is not going to be built.
But a much larger hyperscale center called Project Tango is still planned for Western Palm Beach County and facing massive backlash.
We have kids to raise. We did not come here to die.
Experts say even as people protest, they're up against billions of dollars worth of potential profit.
I consider it one of the biggest wealth transfers of my lifetime from everyday Americans to Silicon Valley.
There is a proposed bill in Florida meant to keep data center costs from falling on taxpayers. But in the water section, it requires the use of reclaimed water only if it is environmentally, economically, and technically feasible. The problem, the bill never defines what feasible actually means.
Which to me is a pass to do whatever you want.
And even with some soft language like that, Florida is leading the way in putting rules into place surrounding these data centers. That bill is now heading to Governor DeSantis' office to sign into law. In the meantime, 2 other states are now following suit, crafting similar bills. Terry Parker, WPBF 25 News.
Terry, thank you. And a reminder, you can see Terry Parker's investigations every Thursday evening right here on WPBF 25 News at 6. And you can watch her past coverage anytime by going to WPBF.com or downloading our free WPBF 25 News app. Just look under the Investigate tab.